Hello and welcome back to today's video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm super excited to be sharing with you guys an amazing Ethereum fractal, as well as an altcoin market cap fractal and a Bitcoin fractal. So we're going to be going over the Elliott waves on the logarithmic charts in the big picture. So the reason that this is important is because it gives you perspective on these three coins. It allows you to understand where they are at in their cycles and gives you an idea of what might happen in the future. And this, if you understand this specific fractal, will give you a lot of profit in these markets and allow you to properly predict many of the major altcoins, specifically because of the altcoin market cap. And so this is going to be extremely useful. You want to make sure that you watch clear to the end of this video and make sure that you hit that like button as well as the subscribe button, because you guys, I'm dedicated to uploading 5 days a week all through 2020. You guys can see that I've been doing this very consistently. Tons of new viewers, tons of new subscribers, new people following me every day. So huge shout out to you guys. I love and appreciate all of my members and viewers. Also, make sure that you guys go into the description right now and join the Discord group, because there are new people every single day, tons of people trading, discussing what coins they're interested in, what ones they've been taking profits on, and it's all completely free. So make sure you go into the description box right now and click on that, as well as emailing me at highaltitudeinvesting@gmail.com or messaging me on Discord for the VIP details so that you guys can get in on private signals and private calls to get in a trusted community that you guys can consistently profit and understand where in tarnation the crypto markets are going to go. So that's all exclusive content in the VIP. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and we will get straight into the analysis. So I'm starting off with Bitcoin here specifically, and the reason I'm starting off with Bitcoin is because of the Elliott wave count on the bigger picture. This is the 1 week candlesticks, and this is from 2011. So this chart shows from when Bitcoin was worth 1 penny. Man, I wish we were all investing at 1 penny, don't you? And then when it was worth $20,000 up here. And so it gives you the entirety of its lifetime as far as cycles go, and that's why Bitcoin on the Brave New Liquid Index, which is where I'm looking at this right now, Brave New Coin Liquid Index, is probably the most useful chart for understanding what's going to happen in Bitcoin specifically. Also, you guys, Bitcoin is the mothership. So this coin right here determines what's going to happen to the altcoins and also determines, what's going to happen to the rest of the market. So basically any coin that isn't Bitcoin is an alternative currency, an altcoin. And Bitcoin, when Bitcoin does good, when Bitcoin is rising, you also see the altcoins do very well as well. And so, when Bitcoin was going crazy in 2017, all the way to $20,000 per coin, Ethereum was also going from being worth about $6 all the way to $1,400. So that shows that the altcoins reflect what Bitcoin is doing. And so when you want to know what's going to happen in these ones, when you're trying to figure out what to do with your Ethereum, or you're trying to figure out what to do with your Litecoin, or where to buy those coins, if you can predict Bitcoin properly, you can get behind those altcoins and profit on them as well. So that's why I'm starting with Bitcoin today. This is an Elliott wave count on the logarithmic chart. And so basically, if you're new to trading, you don't understand what logarithmic means. It means that instead of seeing the exact prices that you move in a linear fashion, we're seeing the percentages that prices move in a logarithmic fashion. So it allows us to look at the chart and not have it be so parabolic. I'll take off the log chart and show you what I mean. See, this is what it looks like when it's off the log chart. And as you can see, everything just moves up and down so drastically, it's confusing and hard to see what's going on. And so when you switch to the logarithmic, it reads everything in terms of percentages instead of a linear growth curve, and allows you to see the whole cycle. Yes, there's moves up and down along the way, but it's a lot more reasonable to work with. And so what I see here in Bitcoin is probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. Now, some people were worried, okay, well, is Bitcoin going to drop from here? They didn't know. And really what I see here is a bullish triangle. This is an A wave down, a B, C, D, and we're getting that final E wave on the downside. And it's good that we are getting that E wave. So let me just show you what I mean here. D, E. It's good that we're dropping down to this support level, that E wave right here, because once you reach the E wave, it's time for a breakout. The pattern is completed. So as long as you have an A, a B, a C, a D, and an E wave, that completes a triangle pattern. And so the fact that we fell down to 8,400 right here in Bitcoin and we're starting to bounce now is very, very good for this triangle consolidation pattern that I see in Bitcoin and the triangle that we're seeing on the logarithmic chart. And so because of that, I think that Bitcoin will obviously see a breakout here. And you guys already know, I think Bitcoin will be worth well above $20,000 in the future. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if we go over 100,000 in this next cycle. So that's just gives you an idea of what's going on in the big picture for Bitcoin. But the real reason I wanted to show you this chart isn't because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. You guys already know that. You already know that this structure is bullish and that we are going to move on the upside from here. What I'm actually making this video about today is the fractal comparison. And so what's actually happened in the altcoins is we've gotten this wave right here. We've gotten a 1 and a 2 wave, and we've gotten a 3 and a 4 wave. And so this is what I'm going to show you and what I'm really excited about. This is the thing that you are going to probably walk away with from this video with more value than you really expected, because this is something that when I saw this last night, it blew my mind. I knew this is what I had to make my video about today. So let me show you what we see here in the altcoins. What do we see? Well, we see a 1 and a 2 wave that's already been formed. 1 and a 2 wave over here. And look at what we see over here. We see a 3 and a 4 wave. So altcoins are doing the same pattern that Bitcoin did. Altcoins just hasn't even started its 5th wave yet. So that means that altcoins are behind Bitcoin. Is that a good thing? Yes. That's not a bad thing for alts at all. That just means that you guys can accurately project where altcoins are going to go in the future, because it's following shortly behind what Bitcoin has already done. So it takes a lot of the stress, a lot of the confusion out of predicting these markets, because all of a sudden you know that the altcoins are headed for a 5th wave because Bitcoin has already done that same structure. And you can even see right here in Bitcoin when we bottomed in between the 4 wave and when we started to make the 5th wave, how we consolidated sideways, broke out and started trending upwards. Look at what's happening in the altcoins. We see sideways consolidation with a couple bounces, and we're creating that breakout so we can trend upwards just in the same fashion that we did in Bitcoin. So let me just go ahead and take these. I'm going to remove these circles here, and I'm just going to leave this chart with just the Elliott waves. And we're just going to look at the comparison, how similar they are one more time, so you can understand and see what is happening clearly. So right here is the altcoins, and right here is Bitcoin. I might even just pull this down a little bit here and kind of move it so they're in a similar spot on the chart, so that when I switch between these two, you can see just how similar they are. Really, the only difference is that in Bitcoin, you have this really long wick down here. And that's probably just because Bitcoin was the first, so there wasn't many exchanges that it could be traded on. And so that wick down to a penny right here that we see in the market is really just high volatility due to a small market cap. So nobody knew about Bitcoin right here. So because of that, it was easy for it to rise really quickly and fall really quickly. And so that's the only reason that the bottom of this wave right here is a little bit longer. But other than that, if you just imagine that like from here down isn't even there, it's that same pattern here, that same 1 wave. but it really doesn't even matter. You can imagine that that's there or not. It doesn't really matter. You just need to understand that that's the 1 and the 2 wave. So we have that 1 and that 2 wave in the market. I'm going to double click here and really make these bigger so it's easy for you guys to see. See that 1 and that 2 wave. And then we get that 3 and that 4. Now notice how the structure is a bounce up like this, an accumulation, a bounce, a drop, and then a bounce. Now let's look at what happened here. Same exact thing, a bounce, accumulation, bounce, a drop, and a bounce. It's the exact same pattern. And even after that, from the 3 to the 4, A, B, C down. Let's look from Bitcoin on the BLX. Look, A, B, C down from the 3 to the 4. Same exact market structure, no difference at all. Extremely profitable. The only difference is the altcoins are behind Bitcoin by an entire 5th wave. You know, so that is an amazing comparison, an amazing fractal comparison that I had to show you guys today because of the amount of profit potential that there really is in these altcoin markets, in Litecoin, in Ethereum, all of these alts, Chainlink, Tezos, all these alts are setting up to explode. And that's why I've been making so many videos about it. And once I saw this comparison, it gave me a further confirmation. So make sure that you guys are sharing this video with as many people as you possibly can. I want as many analysts as we can to see this. I want to see as many perspectives, comments as we can possibly get in this video. Also, I would love to see this video reach 150 likes. I've been averaging around 100, so make sure again for me right now that you hit that subscribe button. And finally, you guys, this is Ethereum. This is the one that has really shown the most profit potential in this fractal comparison that I'm showing you guys today. Because Ethereum, you guys, this whole cycle right here in Ethereum is a 1 wave. So what does that mean, you guys? Well, this right here is the 1 wave in Bitcoin. This right here is the 1 wave in altcoins, the total altcoin market cap. And this right here is the 1 wave in Ethereum. And so that means that Ethereum, I'm going to go ahead and delete this circle here. And I'll delete the subwaves inside of that wave. That means that Ethereum, you guys, hasn't even done its 3 wave. See that? So altcoins are even in front of Ethereum. They're even ahead of Ethereum. So can Ethereum move independently of the altcoin chart? And can it do a 3 wave, a 4 wave, and a 5 wave, even though altcoins have already done a 3 and a 4? Yes. So that means that Ethereum is even further behind. Ethereum is actually so early in its cycle that it hasn't even made a 3 wave like some of the altcoins already have. And so this is awesome because it just goes to show kind of how the fact that the market is, that everything is following Bitcoin, it's just that everything is following behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the leader, it is the mothership, and that's why it's so important to have Bitcoin in your portfolio. But at the end of the day, if you really want to make some extra money, you can put into these altcoins for this huge 5th wave, and you can put into Ethereum for this huge 3rd wave, because it is even further behind than the altcoins are. All right, so that is really the most exciting thing that I've seen in these markets in a long time. And so that's why I had to share it with you guys today. Again, you guys, share this video with all of your friends. I'm going to show you one final thing before I go, just to really boost the value in this video one final time. And that is the fact that Tezos, this is a little surprise addition to the video, a little extra content for you guys, additional profits you can make. Tezos is even further behind. So this is really going to blow your mind. I'm going to pull out here and zoom out. All right. So this is Tezos on the logarithmic chart. Now what I want to show you is Ethereum way back here when it first started getting traded. And I remember these days because I was around when Ethereum got added to Poloniex on the exchange. So this right here is an ABC correction that happened in Ethereum. A, B, C corrective pattern. So this right here is a corrective wave. When Ethereum, that means that it went down. If it's a correction, it's going down, at least in a bull market. In a bear market, if it's a correction, it means it went up. So this is a bull market, which means the market's bullish going up. And because of that ABC correction right here, then it started to just trend up. And it went from being worth 43 cents all the way to being worth $21. Could you imagine if you had put it in at 43 cents and then it went up to $21? That is a huge, huge gain. So that right here, this teeny little sell-off that occurred, this correction that happened right at the start when Ethereum first got added, completely got engulfed. The market rallied well past that and then just trended all the way on the upside, meaning that the prices went above the point that it fell from when it got added to the exchange. It went well above it. Now look at what Tezos is doing. Tezos is so early in its cycle. Tezos also did that ABC correction, just like this ABC correction right here that Ethereum did. This, when it first got added to exchange, it does this correction, this ABC, and then the market bounces. See that? Bounces on the upside. Market bounces on the upside, moves sideways, and then starts breaking out again. So Tezos is probably going to see something like what Ethereum did in its first cycle, which means that it's even earlier than Ethereum is. So that is the final thing, the final thing that I want to share with you guys today, because that means that Tezos is worth a lot of money in the future if this comparison is correct. And I really firmly believe that it is. This is a strong, strong comparison in these markets. And I think that Tezos is providing a very huge, long-term, profitable opportunity for you guys to be buying and investing in this market. Just like they say on Twitter, Tezos tell you Bezos. Just a little joke that I hear sometimes. So just to kind of finish up this video for you guys, Bitcoin is the leader. It's ahead of the rest of the market. It's doing a triangle pattern after its fifth wave and is likely to see even more continuation. Altcoins are a little bit behind Bitcoin, but are because of that, they're a great opportunity because they haven't done this fifth wave in the total market capitalization. Ethereum is even further behind the altcoins, providing an even bigger opportunity because it hasn't done its third wave in its cycle. And Tezos is the absolute youngest of all because it hasn't even done its first wave in its cycle. It's only done an ABC correction and is probably going to provide the biggest opportunity and the largest profit potential in these markets. So that's kind of to sum up, you guys. There's an abundance of wealth in this world. The world economy has money flowing through it at all times. And really what I want to teach you guys in this video isn't that, and with my channel, isn't that there isn't enough in this world. It's just that you haven't learned to stick your hand into the river of funds, the river of money that there is in this world, and learn how to claim what's yours. So that's really what this is all about. This video, this channel, is to teach you guys how to tap into that abundance of wealth and to stop thinking in terms of scarcity and to stop believing that there isn't enough, because there's money moving around in these markets every day, all the time. And that isn't even just in the crypto markets, that's in every market, real estate. And if you can figure out how to tap into all of these markets or tap into one of them that really works for you, like I did with crypto, it can change your life forever. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, got a lot of value out of it. Make sure that you share it with your friends and hit that like button, as well as subscribe, because I'm dedicated to uploading 5 videos a week. You guys can see how consistently I'm putting out content for you guys. And thank you so much for all the subscribers and support I've been getting. Make sure that you join the Discord. Links in the description below, and make sure that you guys get in the VIP. Direct email me or message me on Discord for information on that. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's update. As always, stay profitable out there, folks.